So we're gonna redo these headlights today. Got new headlights. I don't like this style of headlight, and also don't like the way that they were installed. Got this gap here, it's not fitting flat. This crazy gap here, they just sit like, I don't know, alien eyes or something. But I don't like them, so today we're gonna change those out. Alright, so here is the unboxing. So you can even see, like, these, they didn't cut out what they were supposed to cut out. They just kind of zip tied them in, throw them in there. I think they did put screws in there, so I had to get those out, but it's still, it's not good at all. Then this one on this side, it's worse, and it don't have a high beam in it. Don't even see the wires for it, but hopefully I'll be able to use those LED bulbs out of there and put them in here. Maybe if not, I have some anyway, but let's see what we got. Something might have came with bulbs, but I'm sure they're not bright white LEDs. They're probably just some cheap halogen bulbs that I'm not going to want to use. Came with pigtail connectors and all that stuff. Okay, let's go with these are the one piece with the clear reflectors. Looking at them up close, I don't know if I can go. I'll probably put that back on there. Let's see here. That's in there. That's gonna look a whole lot better sitting in there than that crap. Alright, let me get this thing all the way unboxed and put that plastic back on there so I don't scratch that up, and see what I got here. Alright, so got one headlight out already, and you can see how they kind of chopped it up here. Maybe, right? Kind of chopped up a little bit here. I got that zip tied back on there. I got a little bit cut out here, but I believe more of this is supposed to come out. I believe this is supposed to come out, and more of this inside here is supposed to come out. Excuse me. But excuse me. Here's a regular headlight. That's the high beam. It was just sitting in there just like that. That's the blinker bulb. There's a couple other things in here that I don't know what they go to or where they went to. But trying to figure all this wiring out here. I believe most of it's going to these ballasts here to heat up those bulbs there, these here. But see how wires cut and stuff, so I don't know what they had going on, but don't matter, all this stuff's coming out. So let me figure this wiring out and then move on. Okay, so I've done a lot that I did off camera because I really didn't know what was going on with these stupid headlights. They got the LEDs over here on the sides, they got halo rings, they got LED high beams and halogen, regular daytime running lights and blinkers. It's a lot going on this thing, and there's a ton of stuff back here that's going on, and it's just a mess. So I kind of just did it off camera, rewired this stuff here. This is for the daytime running light and blinker. This is for the high beam and the regular headlight. This side they cut it off and put this thing in. So I'm gonna guess, since my high beam wasn't working and this one wasn't plugged up, the black is gonna be my ground. This darker green with the yellow stripe is going to be my power for this side. This one wasn't bad. I just kind of unplugged that and kept going with it. Probably just retape it. Get it going. Now the one for the outside side marker, I believe is this one here. If I can get it out. This one here. But I'm not planning on using it, so it's not really a big deal to me because I'm not gonna hook it up, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'll probably use it later on for like a light bar or something down there. And this one is missing. Don't even know where it's at. Maybe it's back there somewhere. I don't know, but it's not even in there. So this is what it's supposed to look like, so that you can use the pigtails that came with it here to plug up new lights if you got them. If not, you can just use the same old stuff. But this also means I need to get new headlight bulbs, so I'll focus on getting those too. But I'll have something to put in there today. Not what I want, but something to be in there. But that's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be 3. Well, there's supposed to be another one here, but there's only supposed to be 3. Not all of this crap you got here. So I'm gonna try to, I really don't know what to do here with this side because they cut it off and they didn't leave it in here. I'm probably just gonna go to the junkyard and find another pigtail and cut it off and then rewire this the right way, because this is not on either one of these. So this project is not going to plan, but I'll just keep updating as I go along. Alright, so I finally figured it out. So what I did was cut this pigtail off on this end that came with the lights, because these are the new light bulbs that came with the let's see. These are the ones that came with the kit. They are H13s. So this one, I'll just connect the pigtail like it's supposed to be and won't cut any of these wires. These were already cut, so I pretty much just spliced that one in there. Like I said, the one with the yellow stripe is the regular headlight. The solid green one was the high beam, and then the black was the negative. So now all I have to do is plug that up, plug this up. So now we can get to the actual install of this thing and getting this stuff cut out. All right, so far what I've seen is they got this junk here already and this stuff here, and they got this part here cut out. But I'm gonna come down a little further across and get more of this bump here cut out, and then I'm gonna cut this bump here off also. I'm gonna try to use my Dremel. So I got that marked out there. Let me see over here, man. There's so much sun glare. Worst time of day to do it, the sun is right above me. Like, so I'm gonna get this cut all the way out. get this cut all the way off. And this is already cut out here, so I think that'll be okay. So we're gonna see what we get after we cut those out. All right, so I got my Dremel. That's a cutting blade on it, or cutting bit. Got some eye protection, and this is fiberglass. So you're gonna want to kind of put some kind of mask on, or respirator, or something on. I just got a gator thing. So let's see here. But that kind of made quick work of that. Also, I tucked all my wires back there to get them kind of out of the way so they don't hurt anything, or I don't accidentally nick it or hurt anything. Let's try to get that one there. That is extremely loud, so I'm gonna recommend some earplugs also. But that's that. So now I'm gonna blow all of this stuff out of here, try to get some of this fiberglass stuff off of me, and then I'll try to fit it up and see how it looks. Alright, so it's not hard to do, but it is kind of time consuming to try to figure out. So really, this knob here needs to come off straight, and instead of continuing to make small cuts, just cut this whole basket out. If you start cutting on it, you're not gonna need it anyway. So just cut the whole basket out and save yourself a whole lot of time. I also had to trim here just a little bit, which was this piece here. So basically came here and cut that off, and this is the knob on the other side I was saying to cut off. So just cut that off, trim here, and then just cut this whole basket out. Save yourself a lot of time, you know, trying to cut this out, then trying to cut that out, then trying to cut a little bit here. They cut this in half already before I got to it, so I gotta be careful on this side. I'm gonna just try to come down here a little bit, and of course cut this all the way down, even with this same line here, all the way across, and then just come straight down here. Cut that whole thing out. I think I just cut myself. Get that whole basket out of there. Come all the way across here. Don't leave this. I left that and it was in the way, so come straight across here, go under here, and then come straight down. Try to keep this top bracket part if you can. Alright, let me see here. These tabs go on top of this rail, not under. Just like that. I don't want to pull that off of there yet, but there is still a small gap here. Once I put those screws in the bottom, it'll end up still having that little bit of a gap. I don't really know if there's much I can do about that. But that's after I get it all cut. So before I pull this plastic and stuff off, I'm gonna do the other side. And also, since I didn't have the original headlights, I don't have the original push things that go in there, so I have to get those, which I think they're just like those really big Christmas tree type of push tabs like these here. So I'll try to find some of those, get those put in there. There's 2 screws at the bottom that hold that in, which are these 2 really rusted screws, so I might replace those anyway. But we get that other side done and then we'll get them in. Alright, so I got both of them in there now. And like I said, these tabs go up on top, not under here. They go on top of it like that. I still have to get those brackets. Same thing on this side. It's pushed back as far as it can go. It still has a little gap here. Maybe I'll get some of this type of weather stripping or something and put on that and try to close that gap up. But there's nothing blocking it right now. It's just, that's just as far as it's gonna go. So I'm gonna get these lights put in and then put the screws in there. And for now, probably just run a zip tie through it like the other guys did, just so that I can make sure that they're going to be stable and not go anywhere until I get the actual push pins that go in there. So I'm gonna get those bulbs and stuff put in there and get them mounted up and pull this plastic off. Okay, so got this one in. Like I said, I need to get the push pins for the top of here. But it's, I mean, once I put a zip tie through there just to hold it until I get them, it'll be all right. Got the 2 screws put in the bottom. This gap here, I still don't like. It's pretty big, but I'll try to do something about it later. To close that up a little bit, see this box here? You can see that. It goes here. I pulled that off. Moved it out of the way. Alright, so look at that. Got so much glue outside of it that the plastic stuck to it. But still, I really hate that they didn't come with new push pins for it. But it's alright. They're in there. They look 100 times better. Looks like crap right now because it's got those stupid bulbs in there. I'm gonna switch all of that out. I need to clean it all up, but pretty much that's it. So if you get these, just try to cut as much of that header part out of there that you can and just save yourself a lot of time. Let me get it cleaned up a little bit and get some better shots. Alright, so there it is now with them completed. Way better look. Even gap all the way across the bottom. Is not way close down here and way big on that side. Gap between the grill is not that bad. It's a little bit more on this side than it is this side. I still got some adjusting to do because the gap over here isn't that bad. I can live with that. But the gap on this side is way worse. Don't know why. I mean, it's pushed all the way back as far as it can go. But man, is that a big difference. Big difference. So hope this video helped you out.